Welcome back. We're still with Dr. Gifty Oware-Aboagye of the NSS, National Service Secretariat. Now, we want to talk about the NSS, the National Service Secretariat. Doc, how long have you been working here?
From 2017, the 6th, officially from the 6th of February, but not officially from January.
I remember, media platforms splashing the headline, the news. Nana, His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo appoints, Dr. Gifty Oware-Aboagye as one of the deputies of the NSS. It was all over the place. And this is coming from the Excellency himself, the first man of the land. How did that make you feel? Were you expecting it?
No.
You were not expecting it?
No.
So you didn't tell anybody you wanted to work at the NSS, because I know you I don't want to talk about politics, but you contributed a lot, during the 2016 campaign.
Yeah, so it was a point of, for me as a person, I didn't care about where I was supposed to work, whether I was going to be someone's PA or someone, whatever. Because I worked to make sure that the party being in power was more important to me than anything, especially I've seen power before when I was a student at Ghana University, because I was in school from 2005, 6, 7, and then we lost power in 8. And losing power, and I remember one of the things that really motivates me more and still motivates me was when we lost, we had to do our national service. And
really?
These people, they used to worry us at
you
councils, yes. So right from there was a motivation to say that, see, my party must come to power again. And my party coming to power wasn't because I wanted a position. Because after all, the typical capitalist and the ideology I belong to, the ideology of the elites, where people really, really stand for a lot of learning. So you're just one of those who also learn and they know how to come and learn. And it's funny. I started work when we came to power, I think in 2016 and then 17. I started work at Bost. I went there to put things in place. We were there for a while, and then my minister, Dr. Oware-Aboagye, called me one afternoon and said, "Come, we're having a education sector transition."
Oh, wow, so you've been working with?
Yes, my minister. And then I went there to sit in the meeting, and I had gone for a few of the energy ones, I've gone for a few of the youth and sports, I've gone for the tourism, but I wasn't sure where. So I went to sit there. It was exciting, and then he asked me, okay, so we'll start going to the National Service Secretariat. And I was like, wow, National Service scheme. Yeah. I came here, met some few people, very lovely people. It was natural. But when we were appointed, these are people who had gone through some processes before they had not had scandals. These were like, our ages were too young. And I remember, unfortunately for me, Wikipedia had a project 2014 or 15, and I got the Wikipedia page very early. This is where you can just Google and anybody can access you. Yeah. Person goes to Google there. At that time I was like under 29, so I was just about to hit. When I hit 30 the year I was appointed. So, 29-year-old chap, what should I do? I've been working for National Service for 40 years, so you want to be my boss, like how?
You didn't know you were at Dankwa Institute?
No, when we brought him here, I remember. That's one of the first comments that really broke me one morning. I had to tell my dad, you can listen to what you're saying, that we are children. He said, well, how can His Excellency appoint children to be?
Alright, so on that children's note, right, Doc, how would you, or boss check, how would you handle criticisms like, the children bits and, questions from the media with regards to the NSS? There are a lot of criticisms about the NSS.
So
how do you handle such?
I think the positives and flood the negatives. Whether I like it or not, I also criticize people, and I may criticize wrong or right, thinking that's my opinion. If I have an opinion, why do I prevent other people from having opinions? It's normal. So yes, when I felt like, why would you call me a child just because you don't know me? And I told my dad, and he says, okay, whether you like it or not, I've worked in a public service before, and then you're going to face most of these things. And it's part of your challenge, so prove them wrong.
Wow.
So I came in here
to prove people wrong.
I will have to make an impact. So tomorrow, if I have to step off, whoever picks a shoe has to struggle to still.
So you're talking about impacts.
Yeah.
I would like to know what experiences you think will make the service personnel more employable, when people finish national service, they stay at home. They don't get jobs to do. What do you think the NSS can do to equip them with skills that will make them more employable?
So right from
What's the NSS doing?
2017, when we picked up, we've done a lot of projects to make sure our personnel are no more the personnel of yesterday. So first we had to digitize the system. You realize that the system was so much business, so much processes.
Yeah.
And the people were beating here and there because they couldn't align here, align there, the crowd and all that. So we digitize the system. Now we book appointments even before we go to do your service posting. So you don't have to stress. You sit in the comfort of your home and you can register. We brought in ACCA as a partner to give them soft skills, because the only way people can be employable is when you know their pros and cons. Because people can't even dot the I's and cross the T's, and how do I get you?
So the whole baggage is from school.
It's supposed to be from there. Because I have had several people I meet on the streets trying to do service, and you see them with their plaques and their work. We brought it up, we started training them, we started making them understand the ethics of work and how they can put their CVs through, how you open a LinkedIn account and other places to make them more employable. We tailored NASPA not to think that NASPA is just for the creation and the excitement, but also to do trainings. Now we are with the Roadshow guys, the Okans, the show, what's the name of the show? What the Okans have to do, the Reverend Albert Okan and then Mrs. Comfort Okan. They have a show they run, them team, and that's one of the projects we have been on, and several others just to train them. We created a model that allows people who want to do entrepreneurship to also still have space doing service. So we had an entrepreneurship model which we partnered with Maslow and PSSI, Capital Venture, NYA to do something on IT and poetry. These people were given some money from Maslow and set up themselves in partnership with National Service. So yes, we've been trying to do our bit to make sure these people are able to get better each time we are wherever we are.
This sounds amazing, and I envy them actually. I wish I was doing my national service at this very time. Doc, what's your management philosophy?
I believe in making everybody get involved. When you do my quota, I do my quota. I don't believe in a leader that decides to boss you or herself over the people. If you come here, almost everybody in the meeting, why I'm not call me, or there's a block or something they say. But people may call me Gifty, people may call me Fia, and call me. What is more important is respect and cordiality. Because I think that everybody has a unique way of serving. So I delegate more. And just make sure that I always have one of my eyes open to make sure we make the team the best. I don't mind working as the team member or the team lead. That's
fantastic. It sounds all glorious. But have you ever had any disagreements with your boss? When was the last time you had a disagreement with your boss?
Disagreements. I would rather
it's a human institution.
Yes, we rather want to say yes, maybe disagreements better. Not of a better way. We every day do, and we every day will consult.
Every day
of our lives. Because the point is that we both have two different temperaments. We are three here, and all three have different temperaments. I am a typical choleric and have little sanguinism. My sanguine, I think, should be like some less than 1%. I'm so much a choleric and maybe a flame. And he may have a different personality. My other colleague also has a different personality. And these are people that are cohesive and we have to work together. But at the moment here, some people would say, okay, let's do this and they don't work out for us and we have to change it. And all of it had just been a point of accepting and appreciating each other's personality. For us as a team, I think we complement each other. And as if we had worked before, we were able to understand how each other's emotions work and we work at it. We've never had issues where we have to, some people will just maybe fighting before they are stuck on it. We have our heated moments where we will sit together and trash it out. When we're trashing it out, it's between the two of us, between a few of us. We are good. You are also not perfect. It's not perfect. Nobody's perfect around here. Yeah. So, so what about your subordinates? How do you react to? How do they react, or will you react to their work ethics? I have many subordinates who are rather older than me because in public service, before you become that is, you're supposed to have a lot
Do they think you are strict and principled?
Generally, yeah. You see, the same, I become like a two-sort thing. The same time that everybody would think you're strict, and she would get it done. The same time they would know if you have any, she go there, she can listen to you. Because I have moments where, yes, you come in and I'll be playing with every staff of mine. The moment when they joke, but it must be done well. For us, it's done, then we can go on and play all the games.
Fantastic.
I do almost all my staff. I chat with them. I put up status. They would comment. We make jokes about it. I love to put fun status. They would come in just to ease our stress and all that.
And they don't take you for granted. They make sure there's respect.
Yeah. I last, as in 2018, introduced something we call a selfie Thursday. No, on Thursdays, people should go free. People should go loose. We put on polo shirts and jeans and other casuals to work. Put on sneakers. So the sneakers you have in the house, you think you have anywhere to go. Bring it to work. Show all your swag. We dress decent. And then we still able to connect with each other. There are moments we've had several family moments. We've had family times. Spend time on the mountain, walking, we make looks. I sit in my car.
I think Doc should one day invite a revolutionary crew to a selfie Thursday so that we can get to have the fun.
Because it's very exciting. When you check even on my Facebook or social media, you see a lot of such pictures where we do myself as a executive director, some of my board members doing selfies, and that is how we feel like.
Doc is on social media. Doc, when you follow social media these days, like Facebook, Tumblr, Snapchat, Instagram, what you see the young women like you do is to make beautiful faces, stick their tongues out and dress hot to just impress everybody about how beautiful they feel they are about themselves. They are what we call the slay queens. I follow you on social media and you don't do that.
Maybe because I don't have dresses.
No, you dress decently. You are very decent.
I think your dressing is just a style and class.
And you are young and beautiful. So why? What would you tell young ladies who do that? Because when you follow Doc, one of the amazing posts I saw, it's saying that the future is a place. That's one of the amazing posts I've seen. It's very short. The future is a place. Let's get there. What does that mean? What does that mean? Why do you put that there? And you do that all the time.
Yeah, I think I do that because Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays most of the time. So Fridays are my easy days. They're the days I excite myself. I have a song from Patoranke that says, "We should thank God it's Friday," and then I share it almost every Friday. What I think it's about understanding that if I say I'm a boss chick, then your life must just be simple, classy, and beautiful. You don't have to dress to impress anybody. Neither do you have to present yourself in such a way that you think that you are pleasing someone. It should be something that you feel comfortable to wear, because I think that's beauty. But what is more important is understanding that there are every place and there's a season to every dressing. I can't come and sit here with a very shiny, skimpy dress and expecting that all the MDs and all the directors and every national service person will come and talk to me. There are moments when I'm doing let's say a hangout in the night, obviously I'll put on a red lipstick because that one makes you stand out. And people who believe that red lipstick is the most beautiful thing, so when they are going anywhere, they put on red lipstick, it makes them stand out. It's your mentality. But most of the time, people tend to believe in everything they see on social media. It's just a make to believe. The same way we used to watch videos, that's how social media is. And the earlier our younger people and my generation appreciates the fact that there is life after the cameras, the better. Because I still live a normal life. I still do cooking sometimes. I still sleep as everybody sleeps. I go hang out with my friends. We talk. I have friends who drink, take some soft drinks, we play. I have a friend who we smoke. But in all of this, just supposed to be done in moderate.
What are your daily motivations?
Anyway,
apart from posting, those explicit stuff on social media, what are your daily motivations?
My day is very complex with a lot of meetings, and then it's determined by more of my executive secretary and my peers. And they tell me, you do this, today, do that. And like I tell people, there are moments I'm posting on social media and still people have to manage it. Because I'm a human being. There are moments you have to put blocks. So I have times I put blocks on myself. There are moments of whole of the month I have not posted anything.
Wow.
The team says yes, because you see, getting addicted to things is also another form of stress.
Okay.
And so to manage your stress after all the long day I have, there are times I stay off the stress.
So what lessons can you share with young ladies, you know, who look up to you, you know, as an experience from your journey, from senior high school through KNUST to where you are now?
Yeah.
What experiences, what lessons can you share with young ladies?
Which I think anybody can achieve whatever I have achieved and even bigger. I have goddaughters I think are going to do better than I am. And on the verge of getting bigger and better than I will be. But what is more important is understanding that there will be falls, there will be rising ups. There will be moments where you feel empty. And these are moments that, as young as I am, every Friday of my life, I fast. That's my day of breath and that's my magic. That we all have things we believe in, and I think that I believe in God. Because I'm a Christian, and I'm a Assemblies of God Christian.
Wow.
I take moments still to pray to God. I take moments to tell God that this is where I want to be. I would rather want to share my dreams and aspirations with God than even write it on paper. Then the moment where I am frustrated and I write all my frustrations on paper, my peers are just to see tomorrow, how can I change that? And every misfortune I had seen as a blessing, because there are moments I have been halted to do something. The next minute I was waiting for something else to appear. And I think as young people, our generation is rather one of the best generations because we have had several social media making things more easier, more exciting for us. So when you're tired, you can just go there and just keep someone's exciting joke or someone's pain and serious for small. We should just make good use of it and find better ways of getting closer to our mentors and our role models. Because they are all on social media. You may not see that we were growing and I never saw most of my role models every day. But these are moments where there are people that every minute sending messages on social media and say, I'm following so much, you're my role model. They're able to, but I never got access to sending a message. I have to send a letter. And these things have changed. And I think girls of today, whether my age or younger, we have a lot to achieve and we have a lot to get. Affirmative action is past. We are there to grind and get it done. And it's been okay. It's been done out there. We can all do it.
It's wonderful. Doc, what legacy do you hope to leave behind as NSS boss?
See my staff get better each day, which we've done. So we decided to do the scheme of service, which was not done way back. The last social service has been in existence. I think the last one that was in the 80s. And so our salaries and staff here wasn't too good. So we had to put them properly where they belong. So we've been able to work on the scheme of service. But I think if there is nothing that we have done, I believe that our team has been able to make our national service personnel understand that we can still have a slight team, go through the process and still digitize systems, which we did. Aside that, one of the things we have done for our staff is to make sure that we have good living.
Wow. One of the things that they have done is to make sure that they have good living. That was Dr. Gifty Oware on Homegrown on Revolution Somewhere on Truth TV. We want to thank you very much for your time with us and for inspiring us to become who we want to be. Thank you very much. Let's go for a short musical break. We'll be right back.